Back to ShopDog-Garage. It's a 78 Camaro video. The column isn't back from paint, but we've got a nice little cooler addition we can add. And we did get some of our parts. So we got our new lock cylinder and stuff. But I think we're going to work on trying to cool the transmission. I don't think it's going to get easier to get at later. Alright, we went and grabbed some of my fittings. I've grabbed some of his fittings. We've got the right hose, and we've been trying to map out how we want to run these cooler lines. Unfortunately, with the way those are set up back there, those two red things back there on the transmission, we're going to wind up bringing them up here, keeping them out of the control arm, and then back down, keeping them out of the idler, and then running around kind of like that. I know we haven't really been showing the mapping it all out. We've actually been doing this for a while, but boy, this tool sure is handy. This hose for the high temperature and the high pressure, it's not as easy to push on by hand as the other stuff. And yeah, this tool makes that easier. Just a quick update. I've been down and out and down and out about a dozen times here, but we're slowly getting it sorted and figuring out exactly where we're going to put this cooler. Luckily, I designed this thing to be easy to remove. 2 bolts down here, 2 on the top, because we got to do these little push through things. To be honest, I'm not sure I remember where we were. That was like 3-4 weeks ago. Had a lot of work to do, you know. Still got to keep the day job. But we're back. If I recall, I'd forgotten to film part of this anyway, but we built up all the tranny lines, and then I had forgotten the crimper. So now we've got it here. We're going to get those built and installed. It looks like he went ahead and got us some hoses. We're going to get those installed. And then I'm going to check the list because it's been a little while. And we're going to see what else has to happen. Look how nice those crimped out. I don't think those are falling off anytime soon. So, okay, we've got our cooler lines. Let's get the tool put away. Let's get those lines in. And isn't it funny how 2 things with the same part number can be so similar and yet so different? So, I don't know how well it shows up in camera, but they don't wind up in the same place. There's a bend here that's different and a bend here that's different. So, we'll have to play with that. But yeah, back from above you can really see this S? That doesn't have it. Since we all know heat rises, we made sure all along the header that our lines here, so that's our return, that's our feed. You'll see they've got heat sleeve the whole length, all the way back up right in here. And then right here I want to put a little clamp, and then we'll zippy the end of the heat sleeve. There's also a hole up here that I'm going to try to use for another clamp. I don't want these to actually lean on the headers, but at least we're protecting them from them. And Heartland is pretty smart in never throwing away factory clamps. We found a heater hose clamp that fit that hole, and then there was an existing hole here, so we just put a 1/4-20 nutsert in it, and look at that. That'll work nice. And then back here, this will be safe. I think we might put one more restraint right in there. But let's get the car down. I'm a little short for this. There. So now you can see all the way back in on the tranny back there. Comes around, follows the fuel lines. Got that nice clamp there. A nice bridge clamp here. And then this is the hot from the transmission, comes to here, goes through this little pipe in here, then comes out and around. Okay, since we blew it on the hoses, and we'll try again next time, he painted this up nice and red. We got spacers, get some bolts in there, and then we will look at getting the master back on there. I don't know if it's red or black. I'm going to find out in a minute. And he went with black. Let's get her bled real quick. Okay, we just bench bled her. There's no more bubbles coming out, so let's get her in. Okay, we got some fluid in there, and for now, we've just got everybody open gravity bleeding because every once in a while that actually works. You can't count on it, but it costs you nothing to just let it sit and do it for a while. So I've got all the bleeders open in the hopes that my good friend Gravity is going to drive all that down. Problem is, especially on the long one to the rear, is a lot of times that surface area is just too much. We found the wiper transmission. I gotta get over and tighten those bolts, but I'll be dipped if we can find the bolts that hold the wiper motor on. Let's see. Oh, that's actually, the front's gone down a little, so we'll just keep waiting on that. But I've still got to peel all the tape off of this yet. That'll be fun. Okay, we've got wiper and linkage in. Looks pretty good. We made sure to clean up all the ground for the ground screw. And I was just looking, and you can see it's come down a little, but not very much. So we're probably going to need vacuum to do a good bleed on these. But it's always worth trying Gravity. Well, at this point, I'm calling it an evening. Don't know if this is the end of this video. I'm pretty sure the first half was pretty short. I don't know how long this half was, so if the video is still longer, well, then keep watching. If it isn't, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Sorry this is taking so long, but, you know, got an actual job. This has been another ShopRex approved video. Thanks for watching.